bold and edgy urban industrial kitchen design. For those with an appreciation for raw, unpolished textures and utilitarian design elements, an urban industrial kitchen aesthetic can be incredibly stylish and impactful. By blending rugged materials like exposed brick, concrete, and metal with sleek modern lines, you can create a kitchen space that makes a dramatic statement. Urban industrial kitchens work especially well in loft apartments, modern farmhouses, and city homes. Read on for inspiring ideas to design an edgy industrial chic kitchen. Exposed brick walls. Exposed brick walls are a hallmark of urban industrial design and bring rich color, texture, and variation to a kitchen. The unfinished, weathered look of original brick provides a raw yet beautiful backdrop for countertops, cabinets, and shelving. If you have access to exposed brick, show it off to the fullest by extending the brick up to the ceiling line. Just be sure to seal the brick properly. If you don't have original brick in your kitchen, you can achieve a similar look through brick veneer or plaster stamped with a brick pattern and then distressed. Install the brick only on a focal wall or bring it around the entire room for maximum effect. Let the natural variations in the brick show through rather than trying to cover imperfections. Concrete surfaces. Concrete is another crucial material for urban industrial style because of its raw, unfinished look. The natural variations in concrete give it visual texture and depth. Use poured concrete for countertops, backsplashes, floor surfaces, and even cabinet doors and shelving. The subtle tones of gray concrete also work beautifully paired against exposed brick. Beyond poured concrete, you can also incorporate concrete look tiles or luxury vinyl tiles that mimic the look of concrete in the kitchen. Concrete countertops can be completed in both matte and polished finishes depending on your desired aesthetic. Just be sure to properly seal any real concrete surfaces used in the kitchen. Weathered wood. Warm up industrial materials like concrete and brick by incorporating weathered wood elements. Look for reclaimed beams, shelving, or flooring with visible nail holes, knots, cracks, and tonal variations for maximum visual interest. Wood paneling on an accent wall or ceiling can also blend well with brick. Avoid wood with a perfect smooth finish, which would clash with the desired unfinished look. The key is to showcase the natural grain and patina within the wood, whether through distressed stains or stripping old painted wood down to its base coat. You can also look for wood with knot holes and cracks to bring in more rough texture. Complement the wood with black metal accessories and hardware for the perfect pairing. Sleek metal. While the primary materials like brick, concrete, and wood should look raw and unrefined, urban industrial kitchens also call for sleek modern metal elements. Consider using hammered, brushed, or powder-coated sheet metal for cabinet doors or shelving units. Install a metal range hood for a clean focal point that pops against the rustic backdrop. You can even incorporate corrugated metal on a focal wall or backsplash. Metal industrial style counter stools, light fixtures, and hardware also bring in contemporary notes. The trick is to use metal surfaces and accents with a smooth finish to contrast against the rough, unfinished brick and wood. The mix makes for a visually intriguing design. Open shelving. To keep the urban kitchen feeling open and unencumbered, forego traditional wall cabinetry in favor of open shelving. Industrial-style pipe shelving, distressed wood shelves, or floating metal tubes all make stylish options to store dishes, cookbooks, and kitchen equipment. You can line entire walls with open shelving or install it sporadically within cabinet units to break up solid surfaces. When incorporating open shelves, keep them styled minimally and let the raw materials and installed objects stand out. Avoid cluttering the shelves, which would make the space feel disorganized. Open shelving works especially well in a kitchen with high ceilings and well-placed lighting to enhance its presentation. Exposed ductwork. Take inspiration from industrial buildings by leaving ductwork, electrical conduits, and ceiling joists exposed and on display. The visual rhythm of the metal pipes, beams, and hardware adds texture and an interesting architectural element when used effectively. Coordinate the exposed ductwork with metal accents like cabinet pulls, stools, and lighting for a cohesive look. This leaves the kitchen feeling unfinished yet polished. Steel factory windows. For windows in an urban industrial kitchen, look for options that have a factory-inspired aesthetic. Steel-framed windows with mullions, sliding steel case windows, or even windows featuring wire glass or chicken wire inserts can bring in the right amount of industrial texture. You can also have steel partitions made to separate the kitchen from adjoining rooms or create interior storefronts. Oversized factory lighting. Continue the industrial theme through prominent oversized lighting. Look for factory-style pendants, porcelain enamel lighting, and other vintage-inspired lamps that have a beefy presence. Mount the lights strategically over a kitchen island or dining table. Use LED filament bulbs or exposed wire lights to play up the factory look. The oversized lighting elements make a major visual impact while also providing ample task lighting for food prep and dining. Coordinate the metal finishes on the lighting with metals used elsewhere in the kitchen for a cohesive industrial look. Dark color palette. While not a necessity, many urban industrial kitchens incorporate a darker color palette of black, gray, charcoal, navy, or forest green. These deep tones look fantastic when paired with raw concrete, aged metals, and rustic salvaged woods, which can look washed out against lighter colors. Opt for black cabinets coupled with stained or distressed wood shelves. Dark toned tile backsplashes work beautifully against concrete counters. The moody ambience balances out hard surfaces and adds visual warmth. Utilitarian accents. To complete the urban industrial kitchen style, incorporate utilitarian and repurposed elements that look like they are plucked from an old factory. Think vintage rolling carts, stools, and butchered blocks that can be repurposed as counter space. Look for aged crates or lockers that can be refinished into shelving units. Use metal ducting as hanging racks. Incorporate industrial-inspired accessories like steel swing arm lamps, oversized clocks, and bins for a finished look. Via thoughtful material choices and an appreciation for raw textures and distressed surfaces, you can create an urban industrial kitchen that is stylish yet highly functional. Mix elements like brick, concrete, wood, and metal to achieve visual and textural contrast. Incorporate open shelving, exposed architectural elements, and utilitarian accents to fully embrace the rich patina and aged aesthetic. With proper lighting and styling, an edgy urban industrial kitchen commands attention.